I want to talk to you today about why it is great to work with a coach. I'm not talking about a sports coach. I'm talking about a life coach or a transformational coach. I mean, think about it. Why would we need to be coached on life? Isn't life natural? Don't we already know what we're supposed to be doing? I will tell you that I had a really strong opinion about life coaches a few years back, and it wasn't a good one. I kind of thought that, we should know these things already, and there would be no reason to work with somebody who's going to tell me how to live my life when I should already know how. And emphasis on the should. After I had a massive depressive episode at age 45 and I hit rock bottom, I came to a very stark realization that my life had not gone in the direction it was supposed to. I never ever thought that all the things that had happened to me in the last few years prior to would have ever been even a remote thought in my head that would have ever had any of those things happen. I looked back at my life and I said, this is not what I wanted for myself. And when I was a young adult, my early 20s, so long ago, I knew very clearly what I wanted, and it did not seem to follow suit. I mean, there were a few things, but vast majority of it was not. And so I did what most people do when they hit rock bottom depression. And I went to a therapist, and I do not say you shouldn't. The therapist was very helpful to me. One point in the session, I realized after a question he had asked me, I started to ramble off about what I wanted in my life and what I didn't want in my life. And he said to me, you're quite clear on what you don't want and what you want. And it was that aha moment for myself that I said, you know what? I am quite clear what I don't want and want. And it was also at that moment that I realized that he couldn't help me any longer, because as good of a therapist as he was and and a really wonderful guy, he did not have the skill set nor the training to be able to help me get beyond myself. And in comes the coach. Coaches, their job is to push you to be the best version of yourself. Something that's always been there, something that's deep down. For some people, they got it right off the cuff and they didn't need a coach. They've been great from the start and they've lived an abundant life and a wonderful life. And for some of us who started really late, not so much. So at 45, I realized that I needed to change and I needed to break habits. I needed to stop patterns that I kept doing the same stuff every single year. And I started to take classes and work with people and read and do all kinds of stuff. And lo and behold, not only did I transform my life, but I also became a transformational coach, because I made a promise to myself that if I got through this depression, I would give back to people the knowledge that I have gained. And that's exactly what I do. And I love that job. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you are at a point in your life where you're not happy, you're not where you wanted to be, you feel unfulfilled, instead of looking for medications or other outside sources such as that, it's time to consider going to a coach who will take you to the levels you unfortunately don't want to go, but it is facing your truth. And coaches are all different types, all different personalities. Some are very sweet and will guide you, and others are much tougher, and they will make you accountable for yourself. And I got to tell you, it is very empowering. So if you are there, my friend, if you're feeling stuck, reach out and get connected with a coach. It doesn't have to be me. There are so many out there. Find the one that works best for you. You have so much to offer the world. We deserve the best version of you. Just like you deserve the best version of me, you deserve the best version of everybody else. You have so much to offer, and it's time to get out of your own way. Let me put one little bit of frosting on the cake here. Oh, cake, that sounds really good. Okay, wait, let me stay focused. Imagine yourself being happy every single day. Yep, that's simple. That's as simple as it gets. It doesn't mean every moment of the day, but every single day. For the last 2.5 years, I have been happy every single day. I finally got out of my own way. I finally applied the tools, things that I have known for years, but just couldn't get past myself. And I finally did. And it has been fantastic. It has been the most incredible journey. And it's ongoing. That's the cool part about it. So rather than sit and sulk, be depressed, be angry, just consider making a call and contacting someone who will give you the skill set to be your amazing self. Does it make sense? You got it? I hope so. Thanks for listening.